Yo, what's good, people? Back to another episode of Uncle I Never Had. This was our fourth episode, right?
Absolutely. I'm excited. What's going on? We're getting better at this, guys. Except, we're trying to get the angles right. So that's the new terminology. So when you, where did it come from? It came from just setting the phones.
Yeah, I told you get the angles right.
He
Make
said,
sure
get
your
the
angles
angles
right.
right. Don't be angling up.
Yeah,
So what was the next thing? What were we going to talk about?
we're gonna, just hope
Hold
everybody
on.
out
Let's
there.
redo this.
Yeah, what's that?
Let's redo it. Ready? Because it was whack when I did it. All right, ready?
Welcome back to another episode of Uncle I Never Had, y'all. This is the fourth episode right here. Hope everybody's doing good. Y'all are being productive and just building and elevating.
There you go. Absolutely. Glad to have you guys back. And yeah, we're just gonna build from here. So what you want to talk about today, man?
Man, what I want to talk about accountability, man. You know?
That's what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
So you took my shit. Cause I wanted to talk about
No, no.
that's good.
No, I'm saying we'll talk about that first, like we agreed to.
Oh, you want to
Yeah,
say the best for last?
yes.
Okay. All right, so you go first then.
So accountability is important.
It is. Oh, I didn't know that. Why is it important?
Accountability is important because
I don't think your mic will be able to. It's on the inside, so
uh,
we'll get all this shit on there too. I mean, excuse my language.
accountability is important because it holds you accountable.
Accountability is important because it holds you accountable.
And
Okay.
it lets you see the error of your ways, when you're accountable or something, so you can, you know, take ownership of them and change your ways and change your actions, so
Okay.
you can go in the trajectory that you want. You know.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Absolutely.
What about you?
Yeah. Accountability is very important. Now, there's two instances of it, I guess, because if you talk about accountability in terms of when it comes to organization or a team, it's always good to be accountable to the team in ways that which enhance and make things a lot better, more cohesive. So one of the things that we utilize, especially in the company I work for, PHP, under Integrity, a financial marketing organization, but what it is that we do is we do accountability charts. So for the week, what are we committing to for the team? How many calls are we making? How many appointments are we booking? So on and so
It was a
forth.
team effort,
It's
and
a team
everybody
effort.
plays their part.
So you're putting your information out there of what you're going to do, and then the team holds you accountable for that. I think
Yeah.
that's a good skill building, trust building, everything.
Yeah, and I think being in a team setting, in a team atmosphere, like that really shows you how to be accountable, because you're essentially plugged into a larger network of people that are heading in the same trajectory and trying to accomplish the same goal.
Mhm.
Or even if it's a different goal, but it's to accomplish something for the unit as a whole. Like I say that because different people might have different functions that have different goals in them, but in the larger scheme of things, it's all one goal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Different, well, like a well-oiled machine, right? You got different parts in the machine that's running and working and doing different things. So, yeah,
Absolutely. You hit it on the head. And
I
then
know.
another part of it, I know, that's the rapper in him. And another part of accountability is also the acknowledgement of if you make a mistake. So that's, obviously associated with that when we're talking about a team, but also acknowledging the fact that, like, let's say if you make a mistake, you're able to be accountable to yourself and own up to it. Right. So just owning up to a mistake or something that you might have done wrong, or just literally being accountable and professing that.
Yeah. Even if it's something like you could get better at, that that you could go harder at, but you're like, that you chose not to go harder in that moment, but you call yourself like, yeah, I could be doing better and going harder, for the unit as a whole.
Exactly. Exactly. If you don't meet quota right there, sometimes it's, you're not getting the incentive that you're driving to make, or, the solution that you're trying to
Hmm.
accomplish. It's not going to work sometimes. So
Right.
accountability is important. It's key.
Hmm.
So next,
Next topic, something that you know that I wanted to
I want
talk
to switch
about.
it up. I want to switch it
Shut
up.
up, man.
No, because I want to make something for like for the ladies, like, something that's entertaining for them. But yeah, no, go ahead.
Nigga,
This
not
is for
this
the guys,
episode.
but this is for the oh, not this episode.
We'll talk about patience, and if there's time, then we'll talk
They
about
can't
that.
have anything.
Not right now.
Okay, damn.
This
All
is
right.
my topic,
Oh,
man.
okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Patience.
Patience. Yeah.
Something that, I think everybody got to work on to an even little subtle degree. Why you looking at me like that? He like, nigga, you need to work on that a lot. Like, yeah, you need to work on that a lot. Yeah, I admit I ain't the most patient dude sometimes,
He's
Other
not.
times I'm real patient, you know what I mean?
He's not.
But
He's not.
he's not.
I swear he's not.
Yo, we running out of time, man.
Okay. Oh,
So patience, like, anything they say, anything that is worth it takes time. So anything that's worth in life is gonna take patience. Now I'm not talking about like the patience like you waiting for somebody to hit you up or whatever, like or whatever. I'm talking about like patience as like building something great. It doesn't happen overnight. Many people get tired, you know, putting in work for maybe a few days, a few weeks, a few months, and then they quit. But they don't understand, like, yo, it takes legitimate time, man, to really manifest something, you know, and putting in that sweat equity, that sweat equity, it doesn't go, it doesn't go un unnoticed. It doesn't go in vain. You know what I mean? So patience and anything in life.
yeah. You hit it on the head. Say patience is a virtue. So I believe in that. I think that's very important. But to have patience is a to to practice patience is a skill as well too. Because I think that's something that you can get better at, being more patient. But it also requires a lot of self control and patience, not getting so overwhelmed and letting anxiety get to you to the point where you're making, you know, irrational decisions that you wouldn't normally make
Mm.
had you been more patient.
Right.
But having that self control is very important. I think that's very necessary to having
Yeah,
patience.
even in the Bible it says, love is patient, love is kind. You know what I mean? So like it moving away from the big projects and things I was just talking about. If you take it to like, human relationships, that's you got to be patient with your loved ones, especially if you got kids. Kids require a lot of patience. I mean, elderly people require a lot of patience. Just regular average people take a lot of patience. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I mean, patience is in every facet of our life. You can look at it, business wise or project wise, relationship wise, and just everyday wise. So patience is definitely something that us as humans need to cultivate more of to have a successful life. Because you could be missing out on great things or a great thing just because you didn't have the patience to sit there and endure. You know what I mean?
That's powerful. And I want to piggyback that with something today that helped me to exhibit patience a little bit better. And I realized, so I go over to my folks' house, my parents, and I love my family to death. But boy, do you have to have patience. Pray for me, child. I swear. I get there, everything's good, but to have the patience to relate to them the different endeavors that I'm doing, because they're very conventional, traditional. They grew up. My dad is 74, my mom's 64. They're older, but they're kind of used to their way of life the way that they're used to it. makes sense. I mean, they've been doing what they've been doing for all their life.
Mhm.
So that's all they know. So they know from employee mindset, 9 to 5 is great. You know, it's amazing. But so they're used to that 9 to 5, all good. You know, but what I was relaying to them today was that, you know, I'm transitioning into the sales field, financial services, which
I thought you said, my bad. I thought you meant like you was transitioning into a woman.
uh,
Nah, I just heard
it's,
transitioning, bro. My bad. Go.
it's so crazy. You're like,
He's like, I'm transitioning.
what are we in elementary school? It's 2024, bro. Even if I was, I'm not, but I'm still. But the thing is, so I'm going into a different field, right? I'm in financial services.
Financial services.
Yeah, you can't be laughing about that shit because you got to make it LGBTQ
Oh yeah,
appropriate.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
you
go,
ain't
go,
gonna
go,
get me canceled.
go.
All right, so look, so the thing is, we're gonna. Where was I?
You
We
was
gotta
talking about you in
reset
the
that time.
financial services.
Okay. Damn, bro. Nigga sound like an interrogator. Tell him about you was in financial services.
Bruh, you gonna mess the angles up,
Okay,
man.
you mess the
Get the
angles right.
angles right.
Get the angles right. All right, right here we go. All right, so yeah, so it's a different realm for me. It's different, but they exhibit the lack of patience because they're not seeing the budding just yet. But do you do that anywhere? Like you go into a sales professional field and do you see it instantly? No. You know, my mom has done real estate in the past. So I'm sure she's seen it. And I asked her, she said, yeah, you're right. It does
It
take a
takes
little bit.
time.
So I'm like, be patient with me. Like,
And I could definitely relate too. Like, my mom and her husband the same exact way. You know, it's just because they haven't been. But the thing is, they're entrepreneurs too. You know what I mean? So it's like it's different. But then it is like at the same time, their business isn't music. You know what I mean? So that's one of my businesses. So to them, that's like they don't. It's unfamiliar to them, and people fear what they don't understand.
there you go. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Up our fourth episode. You know, leave comments, like, subscribe. Let us know what you want us to talk about next time, and y'all be good. Peace.